Well, thanks for joining me on this lovely sunny day we've got here. Right, today we're going to get on with the roof, get the roofing finished. We need to finish a bit at the back, and we're also going to put the panels in on the side ready to take the ply for the backs of the cupboards. Just to square it all off, we'll get it all squared up today and everything done. Enjoy the video. So we're laying the lighting cable in. It's just going to be 0.75mm 2-core cable, and that's going to go for all the lights. I'm only taping it up on here because that's all we need when the board's on. The good thing about taping it, if there's a gap and I need to change it, I should be able to pull the wire out and pull it through. On the roof, we're just tongue and grooving it now. This is V-groove. This is 16mm V-groove, and we're going to put that right across the roof, and we'll be filling in the holes and painting it white. We've got from a good timber yard who ain't letting us down. It's 16mm, and it'll go right across the top. We're cutting round the light. We'll put the frame back around it when we've done that, and all the lights is going to go down the middle. We've got one centre light which is going to come down the middle, and we'll carry on for a bit with this. All we're doing, matting the woods up, marrying them up, and going straight into the metal frame which is under there. We're just drilling and screwing straight into the metal frame with a bit of padding on it, so we don't get any squeaking when it's done. Then we'll fill all the holes in, and that'll be it. We'll give it a good painting and do it for a bit longer, and I'll get back to you in a minute. So now we've got to the point where the roof's on, all laid out. We're going to fill these gaps in with some filler, and we're just filling in all the screw holes now. We'll sand this down. This is going to be satin white when we've finished it, and it's looking all the way through, looking good all the way through, should I say. Now the window boards, we're tinting these windows in the darkest tint available, and then we're putting in blacked out boards, and we'll put insulation onto this, and then we'll come straight down with the wood from there, so it's nice and square. We're just going to sort this back bit out, and I'll show you that in a minute. So what we've done here, we've gone over this, we've now put the boards in place. These are just chocks what are holding the boards up, and we're going to, we've siliconed all the way around here so they'll be totally sealed. As soon as that's dry, we can take the boards away, and that'll keep them boards in place. Now the reason I didn't paint these windows is because simply it looks crap. You can see brush marks in it, and not only that, I want the other windows to look exactly the same with the same tint. I don't want to black the other windows out, so basically I can use the tint on the other windows and everything will stay the same as it is. If you look now at the roof is completely done. Now it will be painted white. We're going to do it in a satin white, and all the bit at the back, it's just been filled in. That'll be painted also. There's a shelf going up there and some other stuff which I'll get onto later in the series. We need to put the trim back on here when it's painted, and there's a Maxx Fan going in at the front, and there's one more board to go on which we will be blocking out this window as well. So this will be getting tinted first, then it'll be getting a board on, and then we'll be sealing that one up also, so all the windows will be sealed. You can see it looks beautiful, the roof. These are the panelling. So this is the panelling what's gone on here. This is all ready now to take the ply, and we'll come straight down with that. The shower's going to be in this corner right here. We'll get to that in a later video. Don't worry about the cab. The cab's not been touched yet because we're doing it totally different. It will actually have a soft roof, and it'll all be recarpeted out, but we're going to leave that while last. We want to get the main structure of the van done first. This down here will be carpeted off. I'm not going to board it. We'll just carpet like it was, put a bit of soundproofing on there and sponge it out a bit. And the buttons on that side are all done as well. Flooring will be screwed down properly as soon as the welder's done his little bit. And as you can see now, we're nearly there. We're getting the boarding done. The wiring will have to go in a few days' time, along with the plumbing and LPG. But we'll get to those things in another video. We're going to fit the Maxx Fan today, but that in itself brings a few problems. You can hear the grinder up there, and I'll show you why in a minute. There's the fan. And we want to fit it on the roof where the other skylight was, but the hole for the skylight is slightly bigger, so it means we've had to put the base of the Maxx Fan onto an aluminium plate, and then we'll fit the whole plate over the hole which the skylight leaves. I'll show you what I mean. So this is the plate we've made. Now we've had to fit the bottom of the skylight onto a metal plate. You can see we've masticed it all in. So now what we're going to have to do is fit the whole plate over the hole and screw it down with a load of sealant. And this is a problem. The skylight is about 50mm too big all the way around. It's bigger than the actual plate that we want to put on, bigger than the Maxx Fan. So we're going to have to grind this off, take this out, put the plate on, and then fit the fan on top of that, and then just cut out the wood that you can see inside there, which we've now got for the roof. I'll get back to you in a minute when that's done. So I've managed to get the light off. It came out without too much of an issue. We've taken it off. There's only 4 bolts holding it on, and the mastic, to be pretty fair, was probably had its day anyway. So as you can see from the edge where we're going to put the fan now, we've started to paint it with this rust-proof zinc. We're using this stuff. And then I'm going to go over that. Going to cut all that, leave it for an hour or so, and then we'll fill it with mastic and we'll put it on. So there we go, we've covered it all in primer, and now we've got a nice base to work to. And we'll just let that dry for a couple of hours, and we'll get the fan put in place. We're going to cut this out. As soon as we get the top on it, we'll get that cut out and go from there. So there you go, we've now got the hole cut. This is fitted into place, and the bottom bit has come up. That's the bit inside. So all we need to do now is glue this plate down and fit the Maxx Fan. So what we're doing now is we're going to put some bolts in. We're going to absolutely lock this down. We've got loads of sealant behind it, so it should be good. And then what we'll do lastly is run around the outside of this plate with sealant and make sure it's totally sealed off. We're just going to carry on going round here, and we'll get back to you when it's finished. And there we are, the Maxx Fan is now fitted. We've got that plate round there all sealed up. We will come back I'll come back tomorrow and seal it up a bit more. I'm not going to take the actual cover off yet. We've got some work to do up here, so I might as well stay on for now. And that is it. Maxx Fan fitted. Have a look at the inside and we'll wire it up. Right, so quite simple to wire up. Your black wire is your positive on these Maxx Fans. That's gone to the brown on my wiring because that's a positive. You just put your clips on, clip them all together, and you just told you to shove the spare into the void roof. We've got a bit of insulation to go in here. We're going to fill that with insulation. And then it's as simple as that. Just put your cover back on. And then you just put your cover back on, like so. I'm not going to screw this up yet because we've got some work to do still to the flooring. And with this you get your, to the roof, sorry. With this you get your remote control. I'll put it on 100% air out at the minute. And there we have it. It's not even very noisy, it's really quiet, to be fair. And that's on 100%, but I don't know how good the battery is. I've got it connected to. And that's the Maxx Fan in. So that's it for this one. I'd like to thank you for your continued support. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all the nice comments I'm getting. And I hope you stay with us through the series. So that's it. We're done for this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Please give it that like button. Hit that like button for me. It really does help improve the channel. It really does. So I really appreciate it if you do that. Thanks a lot. So don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, like, share. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.